We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Ought to be a good one here between the Houston Astros and the Detroit Tigers. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next. Jack Morris is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Detroit. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, it wasn't a great performance in his last start, but he did pitch well enough to earn the win. We'll see if he can turn in a little bit better performance in this one.
At the plate, Craig Biggio. First at bat for him as he enters play third in the American League batting race.
This guy can do just about everything when he's in the lineup. In the top 5 in the league in runs scored, and he's a big part of this offense. So there's more to this guy than just swinging the bat. He can get on base, too.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. First of 4 here on this Monday night as the first pitch of the game is over for strike 1. So, guys, these Tigers, as they begin play here tonight, despite the loss last time out, they'd won 4 in a row, so they'd been on a nice little roll here.
Yeah, Matty, these players got in their cars today to drive to the stadium, focused on one thing. Not who was going to be the hero, just the fact that they needed a W, and that one of their teammates, whether it's them or someone else, has to come up with a big knock.
This is line to left. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out.
Batting second, the shortstop, Jose Altuve.
So up to the plate next will be Jose Altuve. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Here's the first pitch to him. Game time temperature tonight, a comfortable 66 degrees at first pitch. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Carl Dixon.
Dan, this is an offensive player's dream to have Carl Dixon behind the dish. He is tight on the corners.
He is, D-Row, and listen, he makes you bring the ball into the strike zone. Normally, high scoring of games when Carl's behind the dish.
They're going to probably stay away from this guy. He's got so much power, you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate. But I think when pitchers try to be too cute on that outside corner, they might leak one a little bit inside, and this is where that guy would jump on it.
Look out as this bat shatters on impact. And there's out number 2.
Oh, that'll make you smile as a pitcher. You make a good pitch, you blow the guy's bat up, and then you make the play yourself. In your head, you're thinking, nice swing, meat.
Now to the plate, Jeff Bagwell, having a very nice year, currently second in the American League in batting average entering play.
There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take anything away from him, but I don't think many people in baseball considered him to be one of the league's best hitters for average coming into this year.
First pitch is a forkball, too low for ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That's inside. 2-0. Here's the pitch. Here's a chopper to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Astros go down 1-2-3. And now the Tigers will get their first opportunity here. No score. Nolan Ryan, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
This guy here is one of the top strikeout pitchers in all of baseball. Over 200 strikeouts on the season. And this day and age where we don't see pitchers go that deep into games and pitch well over 200 innings, that's saying something. If this guy is on, it could be lights out and lots of Ks.
So that brings up the Hall of Famer Alan Trammell, one of the better hitters in the league this year, currently 7th in the American League in hitting.
What a terrific season this guy's having. Up near the leaders in batting average, without a doubt the highest average and the best hitter on this team.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. And fellas, these Astros entering play here tonight, all you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year you get this high. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch. Hey, this game's starting off exactly the way they wanted to. Lead-off single in the bottom of the first after their pitcher went out there and threw a donut on the board. Boys are flying around.
Before the first pitch, a check at first. Back in standing. Standing in now, Ty Cobb, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. That average coming in right at 300 on the nose. 35 homers and 109 runs batted in. 1-0 pitch on the way. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
The 1-1. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Batting third, the right fielder, Al Kaline.
So stepping in, Al Kaline. Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. Runner at second here with 1 man out. And he fouls this one off. And it's fouled away. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
Here's Joey Gallo now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. (2-0) to the Tigers left fielder.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
Here's the 2-0. Hit sharply but foul down the right side. The set and the 2-1. Almost got him to go around, but instead it's ball 3. Tremmel at second with 2 down. 3-1 is a fastball, and he can't connect. 3-2.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your ace swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
He set the payoff pitch, and that misses. Ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
I know one thing. He earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
Settling in now, Joe Torre, as we run you the numbers to see the splits between July and August. Here's the first pitch to him.
Off the plate, ball 1.
The 1-0.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
The set and the 2-0. Two men are on with 2 men out. A shot down the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Here's the 2-2. Curveball locks him up. Strike 3, and that's the 3rd out. Tigers strand a pair. We are still scoreless. Digging in now, Yordan Alvarez, and he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. Well, fans of the art of pitching are in for a treat. One of the game's big-time flamethrowers faces a top craftsman here today.
And you're going to see 2 different mindsets from both offenses, Dan. Facing the power guy, he's going to come at you. He's going to pitch to his strengths and not your weakness. And on the flip side, the finesse guy is going to try and keep everyone off balance. And I want to see what off-speed pitch he has working.
You know, Dero, that's one of the beautiful things about the game of baseball. Good pitchers come in all different shapes and sizes, and they come with all different type of weapons. We're going to see one flamethrower and one guy that throws below the speed limit.
So we got him swinging. Yordan Alvarez goes quietly leading off the second. So striding forward now, Michael Brantley, and he enters play today, currently 5th in the American League in hitting.
This season really shouldn't come as a surprise to many. We all know what kind of skill this guy produces when he has a bat in his hands.
That finds the zone, a called strike. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. No score here as we play inning number 2. Popped high in the air. Klesko has a play, and he makes the catch for the 2nd out.
Batting 5th, the center fielder, number 4, George Springer.
George Springer the next to hit as you get a look at his current righty-lefty splits entering play in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. 2 out, nobody on. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here.
Not the ideal location for a changeup up in the zone, but he got away with it.
2-2 now with 2 away and the base is empty. Down the first baseline. Got him swinging in the dirt. And the throw to first ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Astros. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Coming to the plate now, Ryan Plesko. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
The first baseman.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Let's go.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Ripped down the first base line, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Now here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
To the plate now, Michael Young. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. Popped him up. Bagwell is under it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Stepping in, Matt Williams. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Here comes the first pitch.
Ball, that pitch is out.
Hey, they say solos won't kill us, but I got to believe this guy's looking to do exactly that.
Bottom of the second here with no score. Tries to go the other way as this is hit in the air down the right field line. In there, a base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
So it's a runner at first with 2 gone. And up next, the catcher, Austin Romine. He's set, now the pitch. And a high strike there, 0-1.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
Line to the right side. A leap here, but it ticks off his glove. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. We're back with more on this Monday night after this.
Welcome back to Detroit, where these fans have witnessed a lot of good pitching from their Tigers this season. In terms of ERA and WHIP, they rank among the best pitching staffs in the league, leading some of the position players I talked with to sing their praises, while also emphasizing how happy they are to play behind them on defense instead of facing them in the batter's box. One of them told me, "Our guys are awesome on the mound. They keep us in every game, and they really work hard as a group to push each other to get better all the time. I really appreciate what they bring to this team." Sounds like a group that has earned a lot of respect around the league and from inside their own clubhouse.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. First pitch of the at-bat.
Ball, that's out.
Count now, a ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch is laid off for ball 2. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
You know, when you haven't gotten a guy on base yet in the entire game, a 3-ball count kind of feels like a little mini rally. Let's see if he can get on.
And the 3-1. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
So striding in, Josh Reddick. First offering on its way. A bullet to first base. And they'll put the tag on him heading back to first. It's a double play.
The catcher, Garrett Stubbs.
Now in the box, Garrett Stubbs. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Seared down the first baseline. And there's the first hit of the game for Houston.
Pitcher's got to stay on his toes right there. You never know who in this lineup is going to pull out the old ambush. Knock to right there.
At the plate now, Craig Biggio. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Comes set and the 0-1.
Hey! No ball, 2 strikes.
Fouled off. Another 0-2 home. Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. 1 left for Houston. Home half of the third coming up. No score. So it's back to the top of the order now. And up next, the Hall of Fame shortstop, Alan Trammell. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Trammell takes the swings from the right-handed batter's box, but he's one of those rare hitters that actually thrives facing same-handed pitching. One of the very best in the game, as a matter of fact, in that type of matchup.
Yeah, Matty, he does not leak with that front side. He keeps that shoulder tucked, stays inside the baseball, and it gives him every opportunity to hammer the fastball and stay on that breaking stuff.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Now a swing and a fly ball, but this will land untouched. another one sent foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. He's got it. And there's one away. And with one away, we check out where these guys sit in the current division standings, and it's not all that pretty as they face a sizable deficit at this point in the season. Ready for another chance? Ty Cobb. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
Ball one to start the at-bat. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Good take there to lay off the high fastball. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Hit hard to the right. Foul. The 2-1 home. Two pitch is a fastball high, so it runs full 3-2.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
Fouled away. Seventh pitch of the at-bat coming up. Turned on down the line. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, right fielder, Al Kaline.
Digging in to try it again. Al Kaline, 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Here's a strike with the breaking ball. Skied into straightaway right. And Reddick will put this one away to retire the side. Down in order go the Tigers. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Striding in for Houston, Jose Altuve. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch coming, here it is. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike. Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue or does somebody score here?
Oh, you have to love. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count and the pitch. A bouncer to the left side. Throw to first in time. One gone here in the 4th.
Now batting, the first baseman, Jeff Bagwell.
Into the box, Jeff Bagwell. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First delivery to him on the way.
0-1's the count.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swung on and missed. That's strike 2. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
As a hitter, you got to be staunch in your game plan. You know he has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Bagwell. Hard hit ball to second, and that is through into right field for a single.
Man, I thought this at-bat was over. Down 0-2. He's able to work himself back into a hitter's count, 2-2, and he's able to find the knockout there.
Into the box now, Yordan Alvarez. As he'll take a look at ball one. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. The 1-0 misses, ball two.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
The 2-0 on the way. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Here it is on 3-0. That one's in there. 3-1.
A pretty aggressive pitch right there up in the zone. Surprised he didn't offer at it.
And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with only one away.
Well, they've struggled offensively in this one so far, but after that walk, they've got runners at first and second and look ready to make a little noise. Just need a big hit now.
Into the box now, Michael Brantley. He popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at-bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
First pitch coming, here it is.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
The 1-0. Now the double steal is on here. He swings and misses. Throw down. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there.
You know, I was pretty surprised to see him on the move to third because it didn't seem like he had that much of a lead, but he made it work out. That was really impressive.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. The 1-2. And he fouls this one off. Bagwell at third. Alvarez is over at second with 1 down in the inning. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Good take right there. He's given him a great battle with guys in scoring position. We'll see who's going to win this duel.
Here now the 2-2. Took something off there as this pitch is in the dirt, but handled quickly behind the plate. Right side, fair ball down the line. A run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
Boy, when teams are playing well like this team is on a nice little winning streak right here, they strike early in this one to keep the mojo working.
Yeah, Dan, from an offensive standpoint, everyone searches for confidence, and that's exactly what they have right now. Everyone contributing makes for a fun clubhouse.
Here's George Springer. A ball and no strikes. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. The 1-0 home is in there for strike 1.
With 1 out and runners on the corners, some managers like to hit and run here. It's a little risky, but it can help you stay out of the double play if it's well executed.
A ball and 2 strikes now.
Big pitch coming up right here. He'd love for a ground ball or a strikeout.
breaking ball called just a bit low.
What pitch recognition right there. 90% of the guys are going fishing after that nasty slider.
He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
And that'll bring up Alex Bregman as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. And they're runners at the corners now. Comes set, the 0-1. Well, he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
Ugh, is that ugly? You could probably throw anything out there to this guy. He'd swing at the rosin bag if you throw it up there.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Boy, he sped him up in this at-bat. Now it's time for the changeup. This guy's got a good one, and he hasn't thrown it yet in this at-bat.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Grounded down the third baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss here. So it took him 31 pitches, but the side is finally retired. Astros forced to settle for only the 1 run. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's the Astros 1 and the Tigers nothing. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Joey Gallo. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Joey Gallo.
Here comes the first pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
And it's fouled away. It looked like the fastball got away from him there.
Basic pitching right there. 0-2 fastball up and out of the zone. Change the eye level. Now time to go to that curveball down and away.
The 1-2.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Hey, throwing the ball great up until this point. Don't want to allow a leadoff walk. Needs to just focus in on his mechanics right here.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Onto the bullpen roof and gone. Big Joey Gallo leaves the yard with a solo shot. And even 20 home runs for him now thus far, as the Tigers have made this a 1-1 ball game.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
At the plate, Joe Torre. First pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The windup and the 0-1. Fastball laid off well below the knees. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now. This is foul right side. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
That was a good job tying him up inside on that strikeout pitch. It wasn't even in the strike zone, but with the hitter protecting with 2 strikes, that's the kind of pitch you can get him to offer at, and he's probably not going to do much with it when he does make contact.
Stepping in now, Ryan Klesko. As he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ball 2 now.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive. Not being very aggressive right now.
1 run on 3 hits and no errors in the ball game for the Tigers. 2-1 after the foul ball there. Two and 2. Fouled off. Ready with another 2-2.
Hey, I know the idea is to try to get the guy to swing on a 2-2 pitch, right? But that one was so low, I don't know anybody that would have swung at that pitch.
He loses him on ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Striding into the box, Michael Young 0 for 1 after a pop-out in foul territory his first time through.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
Young, a former Dodger, he came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Fooled with the curveball there, and it's strike 2.
Hey, you know in the back of your mind as a batter right here, he's got that nasty sinker. I know it's 0-2, but he might not be looking for the punch out. You have to find a way as a batter to get that 2-seamer up in the zone, or you're going to ground into a double play.
The 1-2. Misses for the second ball. Here now the 2-2. Got him swinging to throw. He's going to be far too late. That's a stolen base. So after getting the strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our 2 starters. And folks, that is not a misprint. He's been clocked at over 100 miles an hour so far. My goodness. At the plate, Matt Williams. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. The 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
No reason to give in to him here with the base open. Putting him on base just gives your defense more ways to help get you out of this.
Hit out towards second. Reined in. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. But the Tigers are able to knock things up thanks to this solo home run. We're through 4, all even at 1 apiece. Back from Comerica Park in Detroit as we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I discussed the Astros offense with Houston's manager, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs, so the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
The right fielder, Josh.
So here's Josh Reddick. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
Here we go.
Reddick waiting, and now the pitch.
That's out.
The 1-0. This one's blooped out toward right center field, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Now batting, catcher, Garrett Stubbs.
So now to the plate, Garrett Stubbs. Sacrifice attempt here. And the throw is late at first, so they can't get anybody out.
The batter number 7, second baseman, Reg-Season.
Into the box, Craig Biggio. High in the air out to center field. Cobb is right there, 1 down.
Now batting, the shortstop, Jose Altuve.
Stepping into the box, Jose Altuve. He was a ground-out victim last time up.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. It's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Well, now that we're midway through this one, it's safe to say that runs have been at a premium, and both starters, doing it in different ways, have turned in excellent performances.
Dan, you can speak to this. Obviously, 2 different ways to skin a cat. One's a finesse guy, working all 4 quadrants, keeping guys off balance. The other, a flamethrower coming right at you.
Yeah, it's been a story of like 2 different styles of pitches, but both getting the same thing, both throwing strikes early, keeping the ball down in the zone. As you touched on it, there's more than one way to get around through a lineup, and we've seen one guy with power and one guy do it with more skill and finesse.
The 3-0 pitch. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball, and it's full now at 3-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. 1 run, 5 hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Fouled away. In a good battle, here comes another one. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Cobb calls off the left fielder as he takes charge for the second out.
The first baseman, number 5, Jeff Bagwell.
Digging in once again, Jeff Bagwell. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Reddick on second. Stubbs on at first with 2 down. Hit high in the air down the right field line. Long run for the right fielder, and he brings it down to end the inning as the go-ahead run is left stranded. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Tigers manager Ron Gardenhire during the break about the team's offensive performance so far, and he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. They're struggling to drive the baseball into the gaps right now, as only one of their hits has been for extra bases. That makes it pretty tough to generate runs, but he said it's up to everyone in the lineup to make the necessary adjustments. It hasn't gone their way to this point, but that shouldn't mean they can't put together some great swings the rest of the way.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. First pitch coming. Here it is. Austin Romine is in for the second time here as he looks at one outside. It's 1-0. And he fouls this one off. One and two to the Tigers catcher.
Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Boy, this is a tight one. You kind of get the feeling like the next team that scores is going to win this one.
The 1-2. Little chopper back to the mound. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
The batter, number 3, shortstop, Alan.
Back to the top of the order now, and up next, the Hall of Fame shortstop, Alan Trammell. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Count 1-0.
And then that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
At the plate now, Ty Cobb. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Springer is under this one, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. We played 5 full, tied at 1 aside. Now at the plate, Yordan Alvarez. It was a walk in his last trip.
Yordan Alvarez.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
Good spot to be in right now as a hitter. Count your favor, 1-0. Good time to get a fastball and turn it loose.
And it's fouled away. swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2.
Wow, what makes it so tough to be a hitter is to be able to hit and change his speeds, right? You're geared up for the fastball, and all of a sudden, he pulls the string and throws you the straight change, the dreaded equalizer.
2-2 the count. The pitch. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. That's lifted the other way out to left. Left fielder is on the move. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
Michael Brantley.
And here's the left-handed hitting Michael Brantley. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. 1 out, nobody on. A ball and a strike.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
The 1-1.
That's in. Ball 2.
The 2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2.
With the way this guy's throwing on the mound, you cannot be chasing. You have to set your sights a little bit lower and control the strike zone.
Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now. 3-2. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Fly ball right down the line in left. But this will land untouched. And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning. So he's just a third of an inning away from putting up another 0 as we take a look at the ball clubs with the lowest team ERAs. And we see that these guys are currently 2nd in the AL in that department. Digging in, George Springer. Been a strikeout victim twice in this one. First offering on its way. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
That's the ball. What are you looking at? I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fastball well outside. And with just 5 2/3 innings under his belt, he's about to hit the century mark in his pitch count now.
Yeah, Matty V, and the way baseball is played these days, it's about 6 innings or 100 heaves, and you're pretty much looking for that bullpen. And D-Roll right now, this guy's pretty vulnerable right now at this game.
Yeah, Dan, you were a monster down that bullpen. That's what it seems to be in today's game. There's 5 or 6 of you guys hanging out down there. So he's going to empty the bucket right here until the manager gets him.
Swing and a liner. Foul.
That ball's foul.
Here's another 2-2. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Astros go down 1-2-3. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Standing in, Al Kaline. He'll look to get the Tigers going in their half of the 6th.
Al Kaline.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Too high to start the inning. It's 1-0. high and deep to right center. On the move is Springer. But he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. And this one scoots all the way to the wall. And he is into third with a leadoff triple.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hit streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to something, some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a miss. That one tied him up.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
This is a situation where the offensive player just needs to do his job. Take inventory, infield back, get you a ground ball somewhere in the infield, preferably off the corners, and get your team to lead.
Here it comes on 0-2.
One ball, 2 strikes.
K-line at third with nobody out. Counts even 2-2 to Joey Gallo. Here's one that misses inside, and the counts run full now, 3-2.
Wow, this is a pretty good at-bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2. And he's seen a lot of pitches, too.
Now the payoff pitch home. There's ball 4.
When a guy homers off you early in the game, the last thing you want to do is challenge him and maybe have him do it again. He was a lot more careful with him there.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Joe Torre, and he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0-2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. From the stretch.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just to give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
The 1-0. Fouled off. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Fouled away. Two balls, 2 strikes to Joe Torre.
Props to the hitter right there for laying off with a guy on third. You want to be aggressive, but you have to get a pitch you can drive.
Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. Skied into straightaway right. Reddick has a read on it. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And he will score as that run breaks the tie and makes this a 2-1 ball game. Ready once again, Ryan Klesko. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. First offering on its way.
Oh, that's out.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
And he fouls this one off. Runner at first here, one man out. Scorched to third. To second for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. On to the back third tonight. Stick around on the show. Colin Poche is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 38, Colin Poche.
New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Nope. Count 1-0.
Now the 1-0.
No, that's down.
2-1 now. Here's a swing and a miss at the hard splitter, even at 2. Here now the 2-2. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. Romine has it, but no chance to get him, and he'll take first after striking out. So not the start to the inning he was looking for as he got the strikeout, but the runner reaches anyway. So a runner at first now with nobody out, and that brings up the former Gold Glover Josh Reddick. Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. The 0-1 on its way.
Ball.
And it's fouled away. We're in the 7th inning now. The pitchers duel. 2-1 our score. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. Fouled off. The 2-2 one more time. Oh, right back to him on the mound. To second for one. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
Well, they got the tying run on base, but one ground ball later, and it's gone. He's going to be frustrated with himself after that.
So base is empty now after the double play, and now it'll be the catcher, Garrett Stubbs. He's set, and the pitch. Hard hit ball to second. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Nothing doing there for Houston. They still trail it here 2-1. Jose Urquidy gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home seventh.
Jose Urquidy.
Now at the plate, Michael Young. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Coming on is Brantley, but he won't get there. It's a base hit. So a good start to the inning for the Tigers as their leadoff hitter's on base.
That was actually a well-executed fastball in off the plate. Credit the offensive player. He smelled that coming, turned and burned.
Into the box now, Matt Williams, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. 0-1, here it comes. Just got the corner that time with a fastball, strike 2. Now some action out in the Houston bullpen, as it appears both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1 and 2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball, 1 gone. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Austin Romine. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. No balls and a strike to count. 0-1, here's the pitch. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1.
This guy uses that two-seamer to set up his other pitches. Two-seamer in, breaking ball away.
Throw over to the bag, and he just manages to get his hand in. Young, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Fouled away. The 1-2. Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left.
Man, he's going to be kicking himself when he goes and watches the video after this one. That's a changeup, 2 strikes in the wheelhouse. You cannot miss that pitch.
Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
Standing in now, Alan Trammell. Hard on the ground towards short. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game.
He obviously was sitting all over that pitch. He didn't want to go deep in the count. He saw it 0-0 and he let it fly.
Into the box now, Ty Cobb. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. Bottom part of the zone. A good changeup gets the call.
It's pretty tough for a hitter to go up there looking for a first pitch changeup. And a good job of dropping it in for strike one.
This is on the ground over to first. And the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Tigers strand a pair as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Kirby Yates has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the eighth.
Number 39, Kirby.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Craig Biggio. He'll start things out for us here in inning number 8.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
0-1 the count. And now pitch on the way. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. The 1-1.
Ball 2.
Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball.
Great situation right here. Leading off the inning, you gotta find a way to get on base any way possible. But I don't like to take the aggression away from hitters. If it's in your zone, I want you swinging.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1, so now we've got a battle on our hands.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
People always talk about how important getting the leadoff man on base is, and it's true. So in the 8th inning of a one-run game, that's a really nice job of attacking a hitter and sending him packing.
In now, Jose Altuve, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here's the pitch. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. Two balls and a strike to Jose Altuve. Now the 2-1 pitch.
Count for 3-1.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
The 3-1 pitch. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Well, he walked him on 5 pitches, but that last pitch was really good. He missed down, but only by a hair. When a hitter has a 3-1 count, he can wait until he gets a pitch he loves.
Coming to the plate now, Jeff Bagwell. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. He's running. Strike called. Now the throw down. Tagged by Young, and they got him at second base.
Well, he showed a lot of patience to work out that walk, but it got erased pretty quickly. Always hate to give outs away on the base pass, especially when you've gotten on base for free.
Tying run at the plate, the 0-1.
1-1.
Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. And it's 1-2.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
Here's the 1-2. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The 1-2 is taken for a ball as that slider broke off the plate.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
Here now the 2-2.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
And he lays off, ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Well, when you go with a slider there in a full count, you're hoping that the hitter is thinking fastball and swings through it. Didn't work out that way, though. He lays off and gets the free pass.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Yordan Alvarez. Man at first after the 2-out walk. Quick check on that tying run at first. And the runner back safely. First offering on its way. A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
Now a throw over and a dive, but he's back in there. And another throw over. And he is tagged out here. Boy, a bad mistake that time as he's picked off to end the inning. A couple of walks, but no damage. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this. Digging in and looking for more, Al Kaline tripled and scored in his last at-bat, and we'll see what he does for a follow-up act here. First delivery to him on the way. And he fouls this one off. The windup and the 0-1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Hit out towards second. Scooped up. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
So that brings up the big bat of Joey Gallo. It was a walk in his last trip. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Favorable call in there for a strike.
Hey, great job pounding the zone. Strike one. When you got a great hitter in the box, got to get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
Nope.
And he misses with it, 1-1.
He obviously wanted that call on the corner, but if he continues to put the ball right there, he's going to get that call, and he's going to keep pitching as well as he is.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Here's the pitch. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. Bases are empty, one man out. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2.
One thing's clear, he's not afraid to pitch inside, right? One pitch ducks him away, then he comes right back with another one. So clearly this pitcher, he's not afraid to work that inner half of the plate.
Not quick enough that time, and he's lucky to get another chance. Count remains full. The next 3-2. Full count still. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he takes ball 4 again, and they clearly just don't want any part of him in this one.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Joe.
Digging in, Joe Torre earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Line drive to center field. Springer is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
The batter, the first baseman, Ryan Klesko.
Stepping into the box, Ryan Klesko. No hits to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Easy fly ball into shallow center field. Springer is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. One left for Detroit. They lead it 2-1. Hal Newhouser comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th.
Number 16, Hal.
All set for the start of the inning. Now the Astros designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
Looks like a tall order trying to tie or take the lead against this guy who leads the league in saves.
Off we go in the 9th as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Newhouser has tossed more than 3,000 innings at the big league level, and over those innings he's worked to a whip of just a little over 1.3, so he's a reliable arm in terms of limiting traffic on the base paths. Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1. Newhouser is one of those guys that just seems to be at his best under pressure. Runners in scoring position, tight game, tough hitters at the plate. That's when he's at his best.
One of the keys, Matty V, to being a good reliever is being able to pitch out of trouble. Trouble that's created by the pitchers before you, or sometimes you even have some mess that you put on yourself. Hey, regardless if it's a mess that he's inherited or one that he's created for himself, this guy makes good pitches when the game's on the line.
The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. right side and right into the shift. Trammell brings it in on to first, and that is a big out to start the ninth.
The left fielder, number 23, Michael Brantley.
Stepping up to the plate, Michael Brantley. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. First offering on its way. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike one anyway. Swung on and chopped out to the shortstop. Trammell's got it. On to first, and now the Astros are up against it, down to their final out now.
Now batting, the center fielder, George.
Astros are down to their final out now, and former World Series MVP George Springer bats next. Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
Astros center fielder ahead with a 2-0 count. Two out, nobody on. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Now the 2-1 pitch.
Ball match outside.
Time to narrow your focus up there at the plate. In a one-run game, he doesn't want to walk you, so there's a good chance he's going to get something to handle right here.
On the ground up the middle. And that gets through, so he'll have his first base hit, make him 1 for 4 in the game now.
What an unbelievable at-bat right there in the ninth inning. Game on the line to get yourself on base, to create an opportunity for your boy right here to be a hero.
So now to the plate, Alex Bregman, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. High chopper to third, but a foul ball, 1-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. And this will be a called strike 2. In trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight. A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first.
It's always nice to take the opener of a 4-game set when you're at home. That sets the stage for the rest of the series, and it gives you a good springboard the rest of the way.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. The Tigers rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Jack Morris records his 14th winning decision of the season. Nolan Ryan pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. Hal Newhouser closes the door for the save, his 42nd. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Here now is our final line score tonight.